Hi, and welcome to Focus on English.
This is a calm English podcast for listening and real conversations.
Hello and welcome back to the Deep Dive. It is really great to have you here with us today.
It is. It's wonderful to be here. And, today we're doing something a little bit different.
A little different, yeah. Usually we dive deep into these really big, complex topics, history, technology.
Science, the huge subjects. But today our deep dive is a bit more practical.
Right, we're looking at language, specifically English vocabulary.
Exactly. So no deep political analysis today. Instead, we have a really clear mission. We've gathered a whole stack of interesting sources, learning guides, articles, even storybooks, and we've distilled it all down.
We wanted to find the phrases that bridge that gap. You know that feeling when you're learning a language?
Oh, I do.
You have the sentence in your head, and it's grammatically perfect, but when you say it, it sounds a little like a textbook.
Yes, the translation gap.
Yeah.
You're translating word for word instead of using the natural sort of chunks of language that people actually use. So we found 5 essential expressions to help with that.
Just 5. That sounds very manageable.
It is. Quality over quantity. Right. These are phrases that you hear every single day, but they're easy to forget to use yourself. Master these 5, and you'll sound much more natural.
I like that. Now, before we start, we should talk about how to listen. We found a great article about using podcasts to learn English, and it warns against something I think we're all a bit guilty of.
Passive listening.
Exactly. The background noise trap.
Yeah.
You just play the audio while you're doing the dishes or something.
Right. And that's okay for just getting used to the sound of a language. But if you really want to learn, you need to be active. You have to engage.
So we want to take that a step further today. We want this to feel like a two-way conversation.
Okay, so here's our challenge to you. For every expression we teach you, we want you to participate.
Don't just listen. Go to the comments section for this deep dive, and for each phrase, write a sentence about your own life.
That's such a good idea. Writing it down really helps move it into your long-term memory. So are you ready for the first one?
I am ready. Let's do it. Our first expression is a phrasal verb, and it is everywhere. It is to come up with.
To come up with. Yes, this is so common. Basically, it means to create, to invent, or to think of a plan or an idea.
So it's about producing a thought.
Yes, but it feels more active than just thinking. You use it when you have a problem and you need to find a solution. It kind of implies a result.
Right. You wouldn't say, I invented a plan. That sounds a bit dramatic.
Exactly. Or I created a dinner idea. It's too formal. You just say, I came up with a dinner idea.
I saw a great example in our source material from a movie. It was from the Chronicles of Narnia.
Oh, I love that one.
In the scene, a character suggests a plan, but it's a really bad plan. And the other character just looks at him and says, that's the best you can come up with.
It's so perfect, isn't it? He's asking, is that the best idea you can produce? It shows that coming up with something takes some mental effort.
Right. It's not accidental. Think about the workplace. A boss might say, we need to come up with a new marketing strategy.
We need to create a solution.
Or just daily life. This is where I use it all the time. Birthdays.
Birthday.
I'm terrible at buying gifts. Every single year, I say, I need to come up with a gift idea for my mom, and my mind just goes blank.
That's a perfect context. You're searching your brain for an idea.
Okay, let's try using a quick conversation. Let's say we're roommates, and it's Friday night.
Okay. And I am very hungry.
Perfect.
I'm absolutely starving. Have you planned anything for dinner?
Honestly, no. I've been staring at the fridge for 10 minutes, but I haven't come up with anything. We have ketchup and half an onion.
That is tragic. Okay, let me think. I just came up with a great idea. Let's make homemade pizza. We have flour, don't we?
That is a fantastic idea. I am so glad you came up with that. I was about to order fast food again.
See? Very natural. It just replaces I thought of.
Okay, so that's word number 1. Now it's your turn. Have you come up with a good idea recently? A plan for the weekend, maybe?
Tell us in the comments. Just write a sentence. I came up with...
All right, let's move on to our second expression. This one feels a little more meaningful, I think. The phrase is to make a difference.
To make a difference. I hear this one a lot.
We do. So what does it mean? It means to have a significant effect on a situation, to improve something, or simply to matter.
Right. When something makes a difference, it changes the result. If it doesn't make a difference, the situation stays the same.
We saw this used in an academic journal we were looking at. It was talking about reading strategies for learning.
Oh, that was interesting. It said that the type of reading you do really makes a difference in how fast you learn.
So the strategy changes the outcome. If I just read, it helps a little. But if I use a specific strategy, it makes a big difference.
Exactly. And we use it for big things too, like the environment.
That's the classic example. Recycling plastic makes a difference to the planet.
Yeah, and even when you think your one little action is too small, the phrase reminds you that it matters. It improves the situation.
You know, this reminds me of another source we read, the one about learning habits.
The one about microsessions, I love that.
Yes. It said, you don't need to study for hours. It argued that studying for just 5 or 10 minutes a day can make a difference.
I completely agree with that. It's about being consistent.
Okay, let me challenge you on that for a second.
Go for it.
I mean, does studying for only 5 minutes really help? It feels so short. Can it really change anything?
It might seem short, but yes, even those short microsessions make a difference over time. Think about it. If you learn one new word every day, that's 365 words a year. That definitely makes a difference to your fluency.
I guess you're right. It's the consistency.
It is. And it's the small things, too. Even a smile can make a difference in someone's bad day.
That is so true. It's a tiny thing, but it changes your mood.
So, for you listening, think about your life. What is something small you do that makes a difference in your day?
Maybe it's drinking a glass of water in the morning.
Or taking your dog for a walk. Write a sentence for us in the comments. Blank makes a difference in my day.
Okay, time for number 3. This one is really important for mental health, I think, and for work. The phrase is to set boundaries.
To set boundaries. This is a big one right now, isn't it?
It is. But what does it mean exactly? A boundary is like a line or a fence.
Metaphorically, yes. To set boundaries means to establish limits or rules to protect yourself.
Protect your time, your energy, your feelings.
Exactly. It's the act of saying, this is okay, but that is not okay.
That's so important, especially with work. We're all connected by our phones all the time.
It's a huge problem. If you answer an email at 10 p.m., you're teaching your boss that you're available at 10 p.m. You haven't set a boundary.
I try to do this with my phone. I have a rule for myself. No social media after 9 p.m. I try to set that boundary.
That is a very healthy boundary.
It's hard to keep, though. Okay, let's do another role play. This one is about work. You be my helpful colleague.
Okay, you look stressed.
I am so tired. My boss sent me 3 urgent emails last night. While I was having dinner, I felt like I had to answer them right then.
During your dinner, wow. No, that's not okay. You look exhausted. You really need to set boundaries.
I know, but I don't want him to think I'm a bad employee.
It's not rude. It's professional. You can't work 24 hours a day. You should just tell him you're offline after 6 p.m. It's healthy to set boundaries.
You're right. I need to protect my personal time.
Absolutely. See, that's how you use it. It's about defining what is acceptable for you.
So for our listeners, is it difficult for you to set boundaries? With work or maybe with friends?
It can be. Try writing a sentence about it. I need to set boundaries with.
All right, number 4. This one is so relatable. The expression is to struggle with.
To struggle with. I like this phrase because it's very honest.
It means to find something very difficult, right? To try hard to do something, but have problems.
Yes, exactly. It implies there's a fight. You aren't just doing the task. You're sort of wrestling with it.
An article we read mentioned that many learners struggle with grammar.
Oh, definitely. And I remember a story we looked at about a writer who struggled with his book. He had the ideas, but he just couldn't find the right words. He struggled with the text.
I think everyone can relate to that feeling. I, for example, struggle with waking up early.
Yeah.
The alarm goes off, and it's a real battle every morning.
And many of our listeners might struggle with specific parts of English.
Like pronunciation. Oh, those tongue twisters we saw.
Those are designed to make you struggle.
Let me try one. Okay, here it is. Harry Hunt hunts heavy hairy hares.
That's a lot of H sounds.
Okay. Harry Hunt hunts heavy high.
Ugh, see, I really struggle with this sound. My mouth just doesn't want to do it.
Don't worry about it. Everyone struggles with pronunciation at first. But admitting it is the first step.
I guess so.
If you can say, I struggle with listening, then you know exactly what you need to practice. The struggle is a sign that you're learning. If it's easy, you're not growing.
That's a great way to look at it. So what do you struggle with in English? Grammar. Listening.
Let us know in the comments. Be honest. I struggle with.
Ah.
Okay. We are at our final expression, number 5. This one is a little different. It's a linking phrase.
It is. The phrase is, on the other hand.
On the other hand. This one is so useful for sounding, well, balanced.
It is. We use it to introduce a contrasting opinion or an opposing fact. It compares two different sides of an argument.
I love the image. It's like, on one hand, you have one idea.
And on the other hand, you have a different opposing idea.
It's a great way to organize your thoughts. Like, I want to go to the beach. On the other hand, it might rain today.
Perfect. Positive and negative, or with shopping. This car is beautiful. On the other hand, it is very expensive.
Let's connect this to that article about learning methods. It talked about using apps versus having a real teacher.
Oh, yeah, that's a great topic for this phrase. Pros and cons for both.
Okay, so I could say language apps are great, they're convenient, and often free.
That's true. But then I could say, on the other hand, a real tutor can correct your mistakes instantly. An app can't always explain why something is wrong.
That's a very good point. So apps are easy. On the other hand, teachers give you personal feedback.
Exactly. See how it works. It allows you to hold two opposing ideas at the same time. It's very smart.
It is. So listener, your turn. Compare two things using on the other hand in the comments. It could be anything.
Cats versus dogs. Summer versus winter.
I love summer. On the other hand, it is very hot.
Perfect.
Okay, that's all 5. We have covered a lot of ground. Let's do a really quick recap to make sure these words stick.
Let's do it. First, we had to come up with.
Which means to invent or create an idea.
Second was to make a difference.
To have a positive effect or to help.
Third, to set boundaries.
Which means to create limits or rules for yourself.
Fourth was to struggle with.
To find something difficult.
And finally, number 5, on the other hand.
Which is used to compare or contrast two different ideas.
That is a fantastic toolkit. Now here's a final tip. If 5 words feels like too many to remember at once.
Don't worry about it. Just pick one. Exactly. Pick the one word that feels most useful for you right now. Focus on that one this week.
And remember that active listening tip. If you haven't written a comment yet, now is the perfect time.
It really does help. Choose one of the words and write a true sentence about your life. We really do love reading them.
We do. And just remember, learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time.
So be patient with yourself. Keep practicing, keep listening, and we will see you in the next deep dive.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you for listening. If this podcast helps you practice English, feel free to subscribe. See you next time.